everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me. I have to cheer at a women's basketball game tonight, which will be extra fun. Our women are amazing, so shout out to them. It's always fun cheering for them. It's actually 3:23 right now, and I have to be ready by 4:40, so that gives us about an hour, give or take. Obviously with filming it's just gonna delay a little bit, so that's why I started a little bit earlier. I'm just gonna take off my makeup. I put on some makeup for class today, and then I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'm also gonna do my hair and just kind of bring you guys along with me to get ready. So thank you so much for watching, and let's go. So first gonna start off with some makeup wipes. Shout out to Jolie. Thanks. I'm just gonna take off all my old makeup. I have just my eyebrows on and some mascara and a little bit of powder, so I definitely just want to restart, so I'm just going to take it all off. So I actually am one to start with my eyes, but just because I took off all my makeup, I'm just going to put on some of my moisturizer. That's just like from the drugstore, but I'm just going to put it on my face so it can sink in while I do my eye makeup, and then by the time I get to my face, it'll all be moisturized and the moisturizer will be sunken in. So let's do that. Let's get started on eyes. So I have two Morphe palettes that I use. This one is the 35R, and it's B Up. I'll show you. And these are the colors that I use for my crease. And then I just put some shimmer on my eyelid, and this is the 24G, and I use that. So kind of run you guys through it, but I'm just going to put my hair back and get on with the eyes. So I do prime my eyelids. I'm just going to be using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Really need a new one. I know it's old, it's nasty, whatever. But for now, I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyelids and then just blend it out with my finger. Then I'm going to go into that Morphe palette and actually take this shade right here and just put it all along my eyelid to set that concealer. Alright, so I kind of like to make it look like I know what I'm doing in my crease, and really I'm just throwing a couple colors in. Nothing professional. I'm not a professional makeup artist, so don't come for me. Literally a e.l.f. concealer brush, so if that doesn't say I don't really know what I'm doing, then I don't know what does. So I'm going to be taking these two colors right here, and I'm just going to mix them and put them in my crease. Next, going to be taking this Real Techniques brush. I think it says on here crease prep brush, whatever that means. I just use it to actually put a color into like the socket of my eye, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to be taking this color right here, and I'm just going to be putting it like a little bit lower and building it up. And then lastly, I'm just going to use this brush. It's an e.l.f. blending eye brush, but it's like super tight packed. And I'm just going to take this dark brown very lightly and just put it in the crease, or put it in like a outer V at the end just to give it like some depth. I don't know, this light isn't that good, so whatever. So now I'm just going to be taking some shimmer on the eyelid and just finish it out. And I'm actually going to mix this color with this color and put it on my lid. And I'm going to use like a flat brush like this, but I'm going to wet it to make it vibrant. Close. But I'm basically just carving it on my eyelid. Alright, so for now, I know this isn't the best lighting. I'll update it again in better lighting, but so that's it for the eyes for right now. I'm just going to take a pause, and I'm actually going to start on my foundation. Now I'm like in between. Okay. On camera I look so pale, but I promise I'm not that pale. So I'm actually going to start with my foundation, and I'm going to use the Photo Focus in the shade Golden Beige, and I'm just going to put some on. I think yeah, it'll match pretty well. It might be a little bit darker, but my concealer is kind of lighter, so it'll help even it out. And I also have really dry under eyes, so I'm actually not going to put any foundation under there, and I only put concealer there. And I'm also running out of this, so that's awesome. I just wet my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend that out. Okay, so that's all blended out, and I still have like redness under my eyes, obviously, because I'm gonna put concealer there. So I'm just gonna take some of that same concealer and just put a little bit here and here. And I'm also gonna put it on this pimple I have here. You know, life happens, so we're just gonna cover it up. And yeah, so I'm just gonna blend out the concealer under my eye. The Fit Me loose powder and just set under my eyes. I'm not really gonna bake. I mean, I'll leave it there for a couple seconds, but like I said earlier, I have really dry skin under my eyes, so the longer I leave it, the more cracked it's gonna get. So I just leave it there for a couple seconds. And then I'm just gonna put some around my mouth because it cracks my smile lines. And then I'm just gonna take, with the rest of it and this like flat brush, I'm just gonna take it and just lightly set the rest of my face. Alright, so I got a special guest.
Cheese girl, boys. Cheese girl, boys. You already know.
Okay, so just ignore Cassidy. She's in the background. It's fine. So I'm going to be using the butter bronzer, and I'm actually going to be using both shades. I have a lighter shade, which is called Desire, and then I have a darker shade, which is just called bronzer, I guess. The deep bronzer, I believe. Either way, I'm going to do most of my face with the lighter one just because I'm kind of pale. And then I'm going to go underneath my contour with the darker one. So there you go. And I'm just using this like Eco Tools little brush. That's like contoured. Oh, I'm actually going to take this Morphe R2 brush and just wipe off this powder before my eyes dry out. So now I'm going to be taking this NARS blush. Yes, I'm missing a nail. Thank you. It's in the shade Orgasm, and I'm going to be using this, don't know what kind of brush it is, but I'm just going to put some blush on. Okay, so next I'm actually going to do my lower lash line before I put on mascara and everything else. So I'm just going to go back to that 34R palette, and I'm also going to go back to this brush and just take a mix of those first two colors that I put in my crease and just run it across my lower lash line. Curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to apply the Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline. Okay, and then lastly, I'm just going to be using Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade Blonde and just fill in my eyebrows. Okay, so that's it for my makeup. I'm going to show you it in a different lighting really quick because it doesn't look that good in this lighting, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my makeup. I know I have a pimple here, just ignore it, but it just looks like this. And now we shall start hair. Okay, so for hair we get a sign on what we have to do depending on the game. So sometimes it's like half up, half down. Sometimes it's a ponytail. What else? I don't know, but today it has to be side braid with some volume and half up, half down. So I'm not gonna like explain how I do it. I'm just gonna time lapse it and you guys can watch me do it because it's a long process and I get frustrated. So, peace. Okay, so after like teasing the back a little bit and doing a braid, we have the option to keep it straight or curly, and I'm just going to be using a wand and curl it. Okay, so we're back. It's all curled. It's how it's supposed to be. Show you guys. It's just like a little bit of volume, you know. And then we have to wear a blue bow, so I'm going to go get that. Okay, so that's going to be it for the Get Ready With Me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was like kind of fun. Sorry it was kind of lame. Oh, also, side note, I'm putting lipstick on after warm-ups, so don't worry, I'm not just like going like this without lipstick. But other than that, have a great rest of your guys' week, and thank you so much for watching.